So, yes, hello. You are fine? Hope so. You are welcome. Nice that you are interested in a holistic numerology. Also, we know the numbers very well. We need a text for this video to show as much as possible in a relatively short time, because English is not our mother language. So we thank you for your understanding. Yeah, it goes quicker and better, you know. In this holistic numerology, your daily number is your steering wheel, so one of your most important numbers. That's so. So, it's about the number 5. If you were born on a 5th, 15th or 25th, then it may be important to be a natural authority person with feelings, yes, like to be successful in life, like to influence, for example, also to be interested in occupying important leading positions in the society. Yes, even if you have the 5 in another place in your date, it is good to fulfill this task as good as possible. In the mental picture, in the basic picture, where everything arises, the 5 together with the 7 represents the foundation, the ground, the reality, and thus also the typical everyday life. With the 5 in the date, it is good to have a healthy relationship to money, goods and collaterals. The 5 has to do with all kinds of social processes. So it may be interesting with the 5 what should be law, justice, order, faith in society. Traditional things, preserving, down to earth, even as with the 4, a certain order, organization, strange, also plays a role. The 5 is, so to speak, the boss number. So it is, for example, good to be your own boss with a 5. Stronger if you were born on a 5th, 15th or 25th. Less strong if the 5 is elsewhere in the date. Yes, this is important to know. It's a difference, for example, to be born on a 5th of February or on a 2nd of May. Yeah, you see? In any case, it makes sense with the 5 in the date to express interest, to deal with the issues of power, influence, success, leadership. In the soul principle, so in the soul picture, the 5 represents the so-called soul consciousness. Who is interested in the development of consciousness can achieve a good life orientation with the 5. Those who do not want this tend to cultivate dogmatic thoughts and belief patterns. In the body picture, the number 5 as well as the number 2 is assigned to the solar plexus center. There is the task in life as much as possible to train pleasure, motivation, emotional expression. The better you do this, the more harmonious your nutritional behavior, the better your digestive organs can work, the less there are any deposits. If you have both a 5 and a 0 in the date, this is a so-called opposition connection, tension connection. You feel two different souls in your breast. You can experience a back and forth, also hin und her, even pressure, also experience tension. So that you are as balanced as possible, it is important to both the 5 as happy to live the 0. Yeah. There is the task of both dealing with typical material that has to do with the 5 and typical spiritual things which has to do with the 0. Yes. Okay, it's about achieving a balance between the preserving and the changing. Preserving has to do with the 5 and changing has to do with the 0. Yes, by the way, we are well aware that people also live the dark side of the numbers. For example, in terms of the 5, to know which shadows come into question, you may just imagine the opposite of the constructive descriptions. This would mean, for example, abuse of power, manipulation, or not seeing oneself as a guiding, influencing personality. For example, not interested in typical social tasks, being always in a bad mood, solar plexus, unsuccessful in many things, and so on. Okay, we come now to the end. We wish you an optimal handling with this wonderful power number forces. Exactly. We are happy to answer you any questions you may have. You can write it down or you can write us. By the way, this picture, horoscope, number horoscope, holistic number horoscope, it's a fantastic picture. You see the mental picture. We talked about the feet, the 5 and the 7 here, for example. This is the psychic picture. You can see interesting things about psychic levels. And here, the very handy body picture. Genau. And also this is a very interesting, very important part above, Yes. Very nice picture. Yeah, if you are interested in a written interpretation or a personal meeting via Skype, for example, you can tell us. We can show you possibilities, strengths, potential for work, hobby, then also special life tasks, health, and so on and so on. Okay, then thank you very much for watching this video. Kind regard, have a nice time. We see in another video. Bye.